It's gonna be a long weekend. One of these things ain't like the other. Ooh, a sweet treat indeed. So we could see that this part was completed, but this part was not. So again, these wires need swapped to here, and these wires, which are the light, they need swapped to here. And we gotta forego these plastic connectors because that's too hot for television. Luckily, this was already done, so this board's the only one that's gonna have to come out, and that saves a lot of time. Because as much fun as it is to take all these out and fumble with the star washers, I'm glad I don't gotta do it. So let's give this a once over. Oh, and this ground, here, let me help you with that. That goes right here. Boom. And we'll cut that resistor out. I'll show you that again. And we'll cut these caps out. These two yellow guys, that's the channel switching mod. Aside from that, not too bad. Yeah, look at that. It's burnt right through the, look. Come on now. So with that center tap attached to the ground, I want to clip out this right here. Just cut that right out. Okay. And then these screen resistors are going to get replaced because they're known to go bad. I'm going to clean this up a little bit too. It looks like somebody sprayed something in here. Didn't agree with the metal. Also important to tighten these screws up too because they can get loose. And we'll go from there. And go ahead and cut out the channel switching caps. Done. I'm going to make sure these are nice and tight. The ground ones. And I cleaned all that rust out of the bottom of the chassis with the wire wheel. That's important because the tube sockets get their ground pulled up on the other side with the springs. So let's go ahead and get this all back together. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily matter if your practice space is damp when it's just crusting up stuff like this, but when you're talking about a connection where there's a bunch of rust between the tube and the chassis, you're gonna get yourself into trouble. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on in here. Somebody's been in here, which is fine, but I want to check the fuses. So we have a 2 amp here, and then depending on your country, this one's going to be different. So we should be seeing a 5 amp. 2 amp. Well, let's go check the parts bin. Okay, 5 amp. Here we go. Again, that's 110, 120, 5 amp, 220, 240, 2.5 amp. So I got a 5 amp in there. Maybe that's why they sold this so cheap. Putting the wrong fuse in it. Yeah, it's going to pop. It's got the wrong fuse in it. See, it's not all stupidity here. Looks like all the lights are working, which is good.